Hello everyone and welcome to this module of the electrician trade. In today's session, we shall learn about the design layout of the control cabinet, assemble control elements and wiring accessories for the automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to draw the control and power circuit of the automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation. Mark the layout on the control panel. Mount the DIN rail and accessories. Wire up the accessories. Arrange the wiring by routing, bunching, and tying. Test the control panel for automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation. The required components and tools are 1 trainee's tool kit, 1 scribber 100 mm, 1 hacksaw frame with blade 300 mm, 1 hand drilling machine 6 mm capacity, 1 HSS drill bit 6 mm and 3 mm, 1 round nose plier 150 mm, 1 crimping tool 200 mm, 1 digital multimeter, 1 mega 500 volts, 5 contactor 4 pole 16 amps 240 volts, 1 timer, 1 push button each, 5 indicator lamps with holders, 1 overload relay 0 to 15 amps and 415 volts, 1 MCB 3-pole 25 amps 415 volts, 2 meters of raceways, 1 meter DIN rails, wire clips as required, terminal connectors as required, wire ferrule as required, grommets as required, lug and thimble as required, cable binding straps and buttons 10 meters, 15 nylon cable ties, PVC 1.5 square mm copper cable 660 volts as required, assorted size bolts and nuts as required. Before going into the experiment, let us understand the working of the star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation of motor. Electric motors have two possible directions of rotation, clockwise and counterclockwise, also known as forward and reverse rotation. The rotation of an equipment or machinery connected to an electric motor depends on its manufacturer's design and intended application. The direction of rotation of a motor connected with a star-delta starter can be changed by altering the connections at the main input line or at the output connections of the main and delta contactors. First of all, we need to develop the control and power circuit diagram for the automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation of motor. Draw the control and power circuit and check for correctness. In the schematic diagram of control circuit for forward and reverse operation, we have used the normally open push button for closing the circuit for forward or reverse operation, normally closed push button for stopping the motor, OLR or the overload relay to protect the motor from overload currents. Interlock contacts are used to avoid short circuit or faulty operation during the change of direction of motor by pressing forward operation or reverse operation. Relay contactors are used for star and delta connections. Timer relay is used for automatic changeover of star to delta connection. Let us now draw the layout diagram as per the control circuit developed and mark the layout in the control panel. Draw a layout diagram for an automatic star-delta starter with the ability to change the direction of rotation. Select and check the required accessories. Use a steel rule and scribber to mark the layout inside the control panel. According to the layout diagram, mark and cut the DIN rails and raceways. Mark the fixing holes and make drills to fix control accessories, DIN rails and raceways as per the marking. Fix the accessories, raceways and DIN rails using screws and bolts. Finally, mark and use drills to make the necessary holes in the door of the panel for the indicator lamp, push button and wire clips according to the markings. Let us now connect the control and power circuit for automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation and test. Fix the control accessories like relay contactors, push buttons, indicating lamps, etc. on the control panel as per the layout. Measure and cut the cable as per layout. Insert the ferrule numbers at both ends of terminals as per the layout. Leave some extra length of wires in the raceways for easy maintenance and repair. Run the wires in the raceways one by one. Avoid the crossover of the wires. To avoid the crossover, the vertical wires can be run followed by the horizontal run. Skin the wire ends and crimp with suitable lugs or thimbles. Connect the power and control circuits wires as per the circuit diagram. Route the wires in the raceways. Punch and tie the wires in the raceways using cable binding straps and button. Cover the PVC raceways over the wiring. Take necessary care to avoid the crushing of cable when covering the raceways. Make the U-loops of wires in the hinged doors. Bunch and tie the cable in the doors. Fix the wire clips at suitable places to hold the cables in the panel door. U-loop should not disturb the movement and closing of the panel door. Connect the incoming and outgoing terminals as per the diagram and terminal details. Use the grommets to avoid the strain in the cables. Earth the panel, door, control transformer and motors. If multiple earths are used, use a common earth terminal and strips. Measure the insulation resistance of the panel. If the IR value is less than 1 megaohm, take suitable remedial action. Set the OLR in accordance with the full load current of motor. To test the control panel for star-delta starter connected motor and check the change in the direction of rotation, you can follow the following steps. Ensure safety by turning off the power supply to the motor and isolating the power circuit. Familiarize yourself with the control panel components. Check the wiring connections for accuracy and security. Set the selector switch to the star position. First, switch on only the control circuit supply of the control panel. Press the start button to start the motor in the default direction. Ensure the corresponding contactor pickup, that is, star contactor first and then delta contactor with some time delay. Press the stop button to turn off the motor. Press the reverse push button to change the direction of rotation of the motor. Ensure the corresponding contactors are picked and dropped respectively. Remember, the reversing of the direction of the motor can be made only after switching off the motor. Check whether the timer and the delta relay contactors pick up and drop off accordingly. If the control circuit operates satisfactorily, then switch on the main of the power circuit of the motor. Finally, test the control panel for the operation of an automatic star-delta starter with the change of direction of rotation and observe the indications. Some examples of automatic star-delta starter are with change of direction of rotation. In a manufacturing facility like the textile industry, it is used to control the speed and direction of a conveyor belt. An elevator is another example for an automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation. In this setup, we have seen how to make the layout of the control panel and then how to assemble control elements and wiring accessories for the automatic star-delta starter with change of direction of rotation of motor. These concepts will serve as a foundation for our understanding of advanced topics in the upcoming sessions. Thank you for your attention and participation. Let us meet again in the next session.